all, welcome back to my channel. This is the Dr. Shabazz Show, and on the show we talk about feminism, how feminism has destroyed society as well as relationship and homes. And so today I want to talk about this video I saw from Kevin Samuel. I've never seen this one, and it was so interesting to me because this is a young lady. She's 23 or 24, very young, but her ideology is off the chain. The way that she thinks, what she's saying, and I'm going to share the video with you. I'm also going to stop it and kind of react to it. So without further ado, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started.
Attracting, like, how do I become a high value woman, like with my parents and just like my status?
How long you been watching my content?
For like 3 months now.
So I ask lots of questions. My first question is, why do you want a high value man?
Because I feel like their vibration is much, it's like that's a different type of lifestyle. Like, I've never experienced someone with like a lot of financial wealth. Like, I never had that type of man. So
Okay.
I kind of want that in a way.
How do you know that? Have you been around? If you've never had it, where have you interacted with these men?
I just seen it, like, I live in Atlanta, so when I go up to Buckhead, I just see like a lot of rich men that are wealthy, and I'm like, wow, like, I wonder how it feels to actually live that type of lifestyle with someone like that.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I did.
Did you graduate?
Yeah.
What's your degree in?
Dental assisting.
It's a 2-year degree?
Yeah, it was 2 years.
Okay. So just like going to school, getting into Georgia Tech has one standard, but getting into a junior college has another standard. But getting into Harvard has another standard.
Right.
You're trying, the kind of men you're talking about, you're asking about getting in the top tier of men. But just like trying to get into school, the requirements are heavier because of the payouts. Is it you want the lifestyle or do you want the man?
I kind of want the man because I know, like, he could provide and I would be okay. Like, cause I don't like working and just.
Okay, but so in other words, you want the lifestyle.
Yeah, and the man. But.
No, the man provides the lifestyle, but everything you talk about is a lifestyle.
Right.
You want a man because you don't want to work.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. How tall are you?
I am 5'4".
Dress size?
Probably size 12.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
215.
Any children?
No, no children.
Your mother and father, were they married?
No, they weren't. My mom actually had me at a young age.
So I want to stop there because there's several things I want to touch on. The first one is she couldn't decide if she wanted the man or she wanted the lifestyle. And I'm going to be honest, no man wants a woman just for the fact that he can provide a certain type of lifestyle. Because what will happen if he can't? What happens if he loses that money? Are you still going to be there? So that's the first thing I noticed. The second thing is she said she wanted this high value man because she doesn't like to work. Now, anyone that I know that's married to a high value man, this woman works. She may not have a job to go to, but oh baby, she works for that man. She works for her family. She is her husband's travel assistant. She is her husband's secretary at home. She runs everything in the household. They have a cleaning staff that they use. She controls and runs them. She also makes sure that the household is running. She works. I don't know any woman that's married to a high value man that doesn't work. She may not have a job, but she works. And even dating a high value man, you can't just show up and say, oh yeah, yeah, I'm cute and I'm young, but that's it. No, babe, you need to have something. If, if you don't know about businesses, that's okay, but you need to know how to run a household like a business. And the other part, when he talked about weight, this is so important for young women to understand. Now, my grandmother and my mother used to tell me all the time that, hey, when I was your age, I wasn't your size, and this is like the 90s. So, being thick was pretty in back then. But my grandmother and my mom said no man wants to marry a woman that already has a weight issue and she doesn't even have children, because most women don't lose all their baby weight. And I used to think my grandmother and my mom was just being overboard, because I still got a lot of attention from men, but I just didn't believe it. But anyway, that thing about weight does determine the choices and the picking that you have. And so I got married to someone that had a weight problem, and it was an issue in our marriage, because they developed diabetes and heart problem. And then, I got a divorce, and then I still, was still struggling with my weight, but I tried to keep it maintained, because most people would say I was thick. And then I got with someone who had a weight problem, because I always wanted to date someone that weighed more than me. And he died of a massive heart attack before he was 40. And I was like 38 or 39. I had already been with him for a while. So it was devastating. But when I look back on it, it was because of me, and because I wasn't slim. So I wanted to date guys that were bigger than me. And that was a problem. And so we have to be honest with our women, young women, that weight does play a role in the picking, who selects you. So let's continue.
Mm-hmm. How many
Yeah.
kids did your mother have?
5.
Okay. All by the same man?
No.
How many different fathers?
It's like 4. It's like 3 different people.
Three different fathers,
Different
including
fathers.
yours, or four total?
I'm the first one.
No, no. Is there three fathers of five kids, or the four fathers of five kids?
It's the 4 fathers of 5. No, it's the 3 fathers of 5 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, um, so you didn't come. So you came from a single mother with five kids and three men.
Mhm.
Um, and like most people, you didn't grow up around these kind of people. They move differently. These men move differently,
Yeah.
and you don't work around them. You don't interact with them. You
Mhm.
just see the conspicuous consumption. You
Right.
just see what it is, and
Mhm.
you want that.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, in Atlanta, you also see a lot of drug dealers too, right? Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Certain
Well,
clubs, of course.
okay. Why not date them?
They're very abusive, disrespectful. Like they're the type that won't. I feel like honestly, black men just don't like me. I don't know what it is.
No, you were doing okay until you put all of us in one category.
Right.
Can't do that.
Mhm.
You don't know all black men. You know, very small set of black men. So let's not do that with my brothers, please.
Okay.
Would you like me to say that? Would you like black men to say that about you?
No, I wouldn't. I apologize for that.
So, in other words, but the drug dealers, they got the money.
Mhm.
They got access to that lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
But you don't like what comes with that.
Yeah, the trouble, the watching over your shoulder, like those are the type of I'm trying to my mom dated those type of men and I'm actually trying to drift away from
Okay.
those type
But
of
what I'm trying to draw a parallel is just like drug dealers conspicuously consume a lot, but you don't like what you perceive comes with dealing with people like that. Men on this side got a lot of things that come along with it. And what do you think they want from a woman?
to be cooperative and to like the things that you say, like fit, cooperative, and just It has
Well,
to be
illegal immigrants can get into this country
hmm
and stand in front of Home Depot or Day Labor Center and they get cooperation from their wives.
right.
Men across the board want cooperation. But what is one of the first things I say men want from a woman from a physical standpoint?
Want like the physical, like beauty, basically.
Before that,
Cause you say it, cause I don't really
fit,
fit.
feminine,
hmm
friendly, cooperative, submissive. So
Okay.
automatically you're 200 and some odd pounds.
Right.
That X's you out of the game right there.
hmm
You're 23 and height, weight adjusted. Because if, you know what? Let me do this. So, when was the last time you were dress size 6?
Oh, that was when I was like 13 years old.
Okay.
And last year I lost like 60 pounds. I got in a relationship, gained 40 back.
So
I was
what's the most you've ever weighed?
the most I've ever weighed was 240.
Okay. 59 inches. 59 inches. Um, and how much do you say you weigh right now?
215.
215 times. All right. 215. So if we height weight adjusted you to the average man in this country is about 5'9", 3/4", 5'10", so like 6 inches taller than you,
Mm-hmm.
and height weight adjusted you, that would put you about around 260 pounds.
Oh wow.
So if your weight was, and what I'm saying is if I moved you up to a man's average height,
Mm-hmm.
you're almost 100 pounds more than you should be.
Right.
So at your height, you should be 100 pounds less.
Mm-hmm.
So if, now be honest, when you see the kind of men you're talking about, getting out of these cars with the suicide doors and these sports cars,
Right.
are you seeing large women get out of those cars?
No, only like the skinny girls. Like girls that are really skinny.
Well, what does that tell you?
I would have to get to that size basically. Like
But more importantly, so I always saw with the fitness component, and if you're youngest and you have no children, you got no reason.
right.
There's no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But why don't you want to work?
I don't know because I want to learn more ways to get like money without standing on my feet. I don't know. It's just something I don't like doing, but I still do it though because I have to keep my type of lifestyle up. So like pay my rent. But it's something about it I just don't like.
Okay. Do you want children?
Yeah, I do.
How many?
Like 3.
So, man, why? In all honesty, why should somebody? Why should you not have to work like everybody else in the world? Because here's another question. On a scale of one.
And the other part is, you have to think about if a man has spent his entire 20s and 30s building himself up to become very, very successful, meaning that he worked really, really hard, what is it that he would get to be with a woman who went to a 2-year university and who has a weight problem and and she doesn't have any children? I mean, what is it? And so it's not to be mean, it's just to be, she has a lot of time. She can definitely, make herself appealing to someone who is who makes a lot of money and high value because she's only 23 or 24. But it can't be the only reason that she wants him is for a lifestyle. It is, she has to be able to sacrifice, because she's not going to meet necessarily someone already there at that age, unless she wants to date someone older. And that's something that he really doesn't touch on. But, women think that you're being mean if you tell them to be realistic, about their choices. And when a woman who's older, who has been through, a lot of relationships, and she may be divorced and have 3 kids, and she's really successful because she's, climbed that corporate ladder, feels like she deserves a high value man too, because she makes a lot of money, so she wants a man that makes a lot of money. And the thing is, men see a woman's success differently than women do. Like, a woman will, I mean, the first thing they'll tell a man is, yes, I have this, I do this, I got this, and and the guy is like, okay, and nobody, especially men, don't want to feel like they're in competition with their woman. They want their woman to respect them. They want their woman to look up to them. And when you get someone who feels like they're either equal to you or better, it just doesn't work out. So, yeah. Now, I'm not going to show the whole video because it's about 23 minutes, but I will put the entire video in the description box. But I just wanted to share the part that I thought was so interesting, because I've never seen this video, and I'm not sure why it didn't go viral, but this is a perfect example that young women can look at and, say, okay, what do I need to do to make the changes now before it's too late?
1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair, no makeup, no extensions, no lashes. What would you rank
Right.
your ex? You can't use 7.
A 1, I guess.
1 to 10.
Yeah,
A
a
one,
1.
a one is the lowest possible.
Yeah, I'm a 1.
Okay.
No, like, I feel like maybe a 1, or yeah, maybe not even on the scale. Probably off. I'm probably just like average, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Average is 5.
Yeah, maybe like
So
a 1 or a 0. I don't know.
that doesn't make sense, man.
1 to 10. Okay, so I'm a 1 probably. Yeah.
No, ma'am. What is an average grade? In high-
Or
What's a,
6, I
what's
guess.
an average grade? What letter grade is average?
A 6, I guess.
No, ma'am. Of the on your report card, what's an average grade? F, D, C's, B's, A's. What's average?
It's a C.
Right.
Right.
A C is not a 1. An F is a 1.
Yeah. So maybe I'm just a F. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so if you're being serious,
No, I'm serious. I feel
if
like
you're being serious, and I don't mean any disrespect, young lady, but that right there wouldn't work. I mean, it's a
right.
pretty simple thing to say, hey, I'm a 1, I'm average, it's like a 5, it's like, these men aren't on, you're not on their level.
Right.
And it's not really fair would that be a fair deal for him?
Mm. Actually, it wouldn't. You're right. It probably wouldn't.
But I'm just curious as to why, high value or not, why not just do it an average man?
You're right.
But I'm asking, why not?
I don't really know what an average man is.
Have you ever had a relationship?
Not a long-term relationship, no. Probably like I wouldn't even call it relationships. Probably like situationships, like 4 months, 3 months, things like that.
But you've had sex?
Yeah, of course.
No, not of course.
So, this part of the video truly, truly breaks my heart, because she obviously suffers from low self-esteem. And I'm so glad that Mr. Samuel told her to go to counseling, because when he asked her to rate herself, she said a 1. And then when she said that she had had multiple situationships and not relationships, that's a problem, because that means she's having sex with men that don't value her enough to put her in a relationship. And it could be her, but I doubt it. And then the other thing is that I believe, especially as a young woman at 23 or 24 years old, the more sexual partners you have takes you away from your husband, because it makes it harder for you to maintain a monogamous long-term relationship. And again, this is the reason why I wanted to focus on this video, because young women can see that it's not too late. You definitely can, get the counseling you need, make yourself better just for yourself, and then come into a relationship with someone whole and 100%. So that is my video. I love to hear what you think. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for listening. If you don't mind, please share my video. Until next time, I will see you later.